good. Oh, look at that. Early hunters in northern Luzon 700,000 years ago. Wow. The stone tools. The stone, okay? Katahako. How did they tell this one? Chinese junk, Spanish galleon, car. Oh, look at this. Massacre of the Chinese. The Spanish don't like the Chinese. Fight between the Spanish and the Chinese.
Looks like Filipino.
No, they're Chinese.
Spanish.
No, Chinese and Spanish. They are, and because the Chinese are dealing business in Philippines, everywhere.
Oh, yeah, no, that one there.
Yeah,
They were running the show before.
yeah. Look at this. The Chinese doing business over here. Parians.
1710.
Yeah, 17. Wow.
The Spanish would have been here for 200 years.
Yeah.
They're beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah, look at that.
Good dioramas. We used to make them at school when we were kids.
Yeah.
Make a scene inside a shoebox.
I'd like to start from the beginning. Where's the beginning? One. Narco, over here. Over here, the beginning. Early hunters. Stone tools and fossils provide some. Palawan Tabon Caves. Oh, this is it. What's it? Fossilized remains of Homo sapiens. I have heard about that. 50,007 years ago. Palawan Boreal Caves. Yeah. Funerary treasure and secondary vessels. Pottery making 6,000 years ago. Wow. Redstone, all this. Metal forging. Early metal implement were traded from mainland Southeast Asia 4,000 years ago. Agricultural terraces. Oh, the rice terraces. This will be in the Banawe. Ifugao. Yeah, I've been there. This one, trade with the Chinese. Oh, this is the starting of Chinese trading, 10th century. Look at the Dato and the Chinese. Election of Islam. I see. The Mindanao. Okay, the introduction of Islam. Archaeological evidence of Islamic presence dates back 1175. Wow. AD. The first mass. This is that's 1175 AD. So Muslim. This evidence of Islamic. Yeah. Introduction of Islam as well. Wow. Then 1521 about the Christianity. About the Spain came here. Okay, that's 9. And the starting of the Battle of Mactan. Magellan versus that Lapu-Lapu. And this one, okay, this is Miguel Lopez de Legazpi dealing with the Spain. 1565 in Bohol. Cannon making is another one. In 1571. Pardon me. And this is the Chinese between Spanish. Salcido repels Limahong. Brother of one Clementis Hospital. Yeah. Okay, because they are Spain is very educated. That's why they know how to do the thing. Okay, that's the beginning of the history. See that? I love it.
It's really cool, isn't it?
Very professional, the way how detailed everything. Yeah.
We used to call them dioramas. I don't know if it's still called dioramas.
Yeah. You need to go like that, Michael. From the beginning.
Yeah, it's looking up for a bit.
Okay. And the oh my god, massacre of the Chinese. Well, construction with University of Santo Tomas is the beginning of the construction. 1611 Manila, Mindanao. 1630 Code Darat Defense. Oh wow. Christian evangelization was not completely successful in the southern Philippines. This a Christian versus Muslim. Okay. What's number 18? 19. Parian Science. Okay. Masters of the 18th century. Assistant Governor General. Here we are. To go Harry Pope. And this one. So in Manila, Guardian's name. British occupation. Oh, this is the time of British. Britain and her in Philippines, 1762 and 1764. They're only like 2 years, so they cannot defeat Spanish at that time. Okay, Santa Ynez Mines. Oh, there's the gold mining. Well, if we're the Spanish, the reason why here the Spanish because of the gold. That's the main reason. And the British wants the gold in Philippines. That's why they have battle between Spanish and British. Oh, yeah. And the first newspaper. Oh, that's pretty good. 1811. That's pretty cool. Damian Domingo Studio. Yes, it's more. Education is here now starting. Arts. San Dimas, Santa Ana, 1850. Escolta Sang. De La Torres, Malacanang reception. Big meetings. Introduction of the Tranvia. Look at that. Horse, no engine. And this is Freemasonry in the Philippines. Okay. Paglilitis. Court. Looks like court. The 31. Jose Rizal is 5'3". Same size. Same size. Where are we? 31. 32. That's a Rizal. Starting. Rizal completes the no limit Tangere. Katipunan. Initiation rights. The revolution against Spain begins. Yeah, Andres Bonifacio. Pretty cool guy. And this is the execution of Jose Rizal, Dr. Jose Rizal, 1896. Wow. And look at that. So, Andres Bonifacio is taller than Jose Rizal. Court Martial Andres Bonifacio. That's sad part. Back of the Biak na Bato, Bulacan. See, KKK. Battle of Manila Bay. And this is the America? Oh yeah. This is the World War II. Is that right? Yeah. Which is the US involved in this war. Battle of Manila Bay. And one of the stories is the port drum. That's sure there is the port drum over here. Amelia Aguinaldo, 5'3". They are short people. I mean, they're not tall. 5'7", 5'11". Ah, that's pretty. And this one, inauguration of Quezon. This is starting. Become freedom. Japanese forces occupy Manila. Oh, sucks. This is really sucks war. Full of Bataan. Look at that. How about the Japanese occupy? Under the Japanese. And what are we? 57. Guerrilla actors against the Japanese. Oh, well, that's the way. And I know this guy. Douglas. Yeah, General Douglas. The Leyte Landing, yeah. Cool. And Philippines and America together. Wish I could have sent it down. But independence by the United States. See? Very cool. Thanks. Gold of Ancestor.
Philippine archipelago were fiery gems scattered on the farthest reaches of the South China Sea. The islands lay in the planet's oceanic ring of fire, the volatile part of the earth where the ground shook and the land moved. Volcanoes erupted. But they made the soil fertile, the forests lush, and the ground rich in precious metals. From the mountains sprang rivers and streams that fed the nurturing environment. These rivers also carried with them sands and rocks from deep within the earth. The ancestors of today's Filipinos soon discovered the most precious of these metals in the mountains and rivers of these islands. They mined gold through the slow and tedious process of panning, patiently sifting through mud and rocks, waiting for the precious gold to settle at the bottom of the pan. They used an indigenous form of smelting to remove impurities. Being the purest and most malleable of metals, gold could be pounded and flattened into sheets, or spun into thin strands or wires. Sheets of gold allow the goldsmiths to produce repoussé pieces, engraving patterns into the metal.
It's easy to shape.
That's what I do this now.
Images that call to mind the datus and chiefs at the time of the Spanish conquest are preserved in a series of illustrations. that came into the possession of Professor Charles Boxer. The compilation is now known as the Boxer Codex. The images in the Boxer Codex illustrate the manners, customs, and clothing of the local elite when the Spaniards arrived in the 1500s. The images show an indigenous hierarchical society already in existence. They also highlight the importance of gold to our ancestors. Gold ornaments adorn their bodies and convey a person's rank and class. Gold was also a medium of trade and form of tribute, the measure of wealth and power. The Laguna copper plate, considered the oldest extant document in the Philippines, provides a window into that time. The writings engraved in the copper plate were in an ancient Southeast Asian script and tells the story of how a man named Namwaran became a slave because he owed a debt of almost 900 grams of gold to his chieftain. Documentary evidence of the important role that gold had in the lives of our ancestors more than a millennium ago. Historians believe that the pre-Hispanic gold ornaments, like the circular hanging bowl, also mark the path of the great migrations that crossed the Philippine Islands. Some settlers stayed in the Philippine Islands, others sailed on to Indonesia and as far south as New Zealand and far west as Madagascar off the continent of Africa. Contact with other Asian civilizations were also established. The Agusan image, a likeness of a Buddhist goddess found in a river in Agusan. These various artifacts show the ancestors of today's Filipinos express their creativity through gold, displaying indigenous aesthetics and craftsmanship. These gold objects served a purpose for ancient Filipinos, bestowing rank and privilege on the local elite in a stratified society that existed in pre-Hispanic times. And now, the treasures of this long-forgotten golden age return. 1,059 objects from the 10th to the 13th century chronicle the story of our forefathers. The artifacts reveal the function of gold as ancestral ornament. Ear and neck adornments took various shapes and were embellished with the most intricate patterns.
I wonder why gold is not going down.
Seemingly ordinary items made of gold
Yeah, I have like that too.
became markers of prestige, ancient status symbols depicting the user's wealth and power. Objects of worship and ritual were also made of gold, indicating a belief in the gods and the afterlife.
Is it close?
Death masks and orifice covers shielded the faces of the deceased wealthy and powerful in pre-Hispanic Philippine society. drawing has come to life in all its power and opulence. Many of these gold artifacts were funerary items that accompanied the dead to the afterlife, an attempt to preserve society's power structure beyond the grave. Yet by doing so, they have indeed been able to leave behind what could be the Philippines' most important tangible cultural asset, a source of future scholarship that will help define the place of Philippine culture in the world. Gold of ancestors from the Ayala Museum.
Like Austronesian migration. That's the gold vehicle. Air ornament. Oh my god, they're pretty big, Mom. Look at that, the earring.
I can see. I'm in the same building.
Air ornament. Oh my god. 13th century. Oh, that's that over there.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's so amazing. Nico, look at this, the knife. Burma, Pacific Ocean.
Person's rich with those rings.
Yeah. Look. Mindanao. There are heaps of gold over here, Marco. Oh my god, look at these are built. 10th to 13th century. Massive necklace, oh my god. Nico naman. Surigao, Marco, from Mindanao.
Since the 13th century already. It's an amazing collection.
Surigao. God, Surigao, Jesus. What's this one? Lotion drink gold beads, shrinkas. Oh, that's pretty, right? You know, so I feel like they're in one massive treasure.
Well, no, it's because people have collected this and it's all come together.
Ah,
Different collections of different people. And as they've died, they've gone, what are we going to do with it? Let's give it to somebody. And sometimes sold. But look at that, it's like paper, gold paper.
yeah.
That's to put over your eyes if you want to have a sleep. That's what they are, aren't they?
Look at this, Michael. This is a bureau.
That's why they're still here.
Ah, look at that. Got it.
You're right, they find them in the ground because these are grave. That's why they're still there. They put on the dead body, over the eyes of the dead body.
Ah, I see.
Speakers of the family of languages heard in the Philippines.
Batangas. Wow. There's gold everywhere. Look at that. I'm walking under the gold marco. Yeah, I'm walking above the gold. Eastern Visayas. Kampong. The heaps. Bowl. Marco, I'm gonna eat my breakfast with this bowl.
I've got knife and forks for it.
Yeah. Oh, my God, look at that.
And you can move this around to look at different, if you want to zoom in on the magnifier.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Is it like a rock? I mean, what's the red?
Ring, ruby, or something,
Ruby?
some sort of precious stone, yeah.
Yeah,
Precious
beautiful.
rock, maybe not a ruby. But I noticed the quality is not that best in the olden days compared to as time goes better and better.
Yeah. Just gonna build.
Still
Look at the
beautiful,
build.
imagine
Yeah.
trying to build a belt.
Yeah.
Make a plow.
Look at
Beautiful,
that.
shining that gold there, wow.
You're right.
So much gold in here, man.
Yeah.
You've never seen so much gold in one place.
It's different. It's so different. Gintong Pomona. Container. Gold. Jarlet. Gold. Marco, look at this. Where do you find the golds? In Philippines, different places. Like a belt.
Tie the hand to it. Tie the hand to it.
Don't forget to subscribe.
It's like that to him, but also
Like,
with his
like a
sword.
king, a dato.